Okay, so we are back. We are going to do another recording reaction video here. This week we're going to be doing the last month of 1971, December. We're going to be doing Carly Simon, Anticipation, and The New Seekers, which was a staple song of the 1970s. So let's get going here. I already tried this once. This is technically the um, second take here, but let's do this here. One second. Let me go to the chart that we go by here. This isn't the official 1970s chart, but this is the one we're going by. So take it or leave it. So this, let's see here. Last month we did. That was close. Family Affair. We were going to do the Family Affair one by Sly and the Family Stone, but we went with uh The Sunshine by Jonathan Edwards, and I think we did I'm a Man by the Chicago. I'm pretty sure that's what we did. Old Fashioned Love Song was good too, but we already did that one, I think. Okay, so this month here we're gonna do this was close. I almost went with Day After Day, but I went with Carly Simon instead because this was her staple pretty much song in the 70s here. And on this chart it hit number 13 here. And then we're gonna go with I'd like to teach the world to sing, and that's more of a staple of the 70s. Like if you grew up in the 70s, this is the song that you heard in a lot of commercials and a lot of uh, just a staple of the 70s is one of them. And that's going to do it for the 1971 year. So let's go. We're going to do this here. Hold on one second here. Let me play my intro and then we will be right back. How does that sound? Let's play my intro and we will get going here. Be right back. Okay, so let's get this show going here since my computer is just, I don't know what's going on with my computers, guys, but it's not good. I might have to get another one. All right, so let's go to this song here. We're going to be doing Carly Simon here. This was a staple too because the jury's out on this song of who this was about, but I'm pretty sure everybody knows who this was about now. But she wrote this song about somebody. Uh, well, let's do a little deep dive into this here really quick here. So let's November 1971. This was released in 1971 in November, but we're playing it in December. This is considered folk rock, and it was the label was from Elektra Records. I don't even know if they're available. I mean, I don't even know if they're in the business anymore. But I'm just reading this. I'm not going to take us there. Involves a this was a famous ketchup commercial. It was written by singer-songwriter Carly Simon. Just a timeline. 1970. It was written on June 1971. Invited fellow musician Cat Stevens over for dinner at her New York apartment before they were scheduled to perform together at Carnegie Hall. Cat Stevens ran about 40 minutes late, feeling anxious, and noticed she was trapped in her own nervous thoughts instead of living in the moment. Simon grabbed a guitar. The creation she decided to write a song, carve himself down. Playfully imitating Cat Stevens' music style, she finished writing the entire track in about 15 minutes before she arrived. Before he finally arrived. All right, so let's play. Let's just go here. So let's play this live version. This was done 16 years ago, so let's check this out.
We can never know about the days to come, but we think about them anyway. And I wonder if I'm really with you now, or just chasing after some finer day. Anticipation, making me late, keeping me waiting, and tomorrow we might not be together. I'm so confident, Lord, I don't know nature's way. So I'll try and see into your eyes right now and stay right here, 'cause these are the good old days.
So right away, you can tell the 12 string, the sweet sound of a 12-string guitar. Sometimes there's nothing better than the acoustics behind a 12-string. I mean, I've never actually technically played one myself, but you can always usually tell when it's a 12-string. There's just so much more behind it. Her voice is just signature. Carly Simon's voice is when she's singing, you know it's Carly Simon. She had a rough go at it. She was involved with so many relationships, and I don't know if it affected her performances any, but you always felt the feeling behind her music. The melody here on this song is just incredible. The band behind her. These days here, everything was kind of done, and I keep refreshing back to this. And we'll get into this a little bit more in this set 1972. But the sound started to really, the technology really started to pick up a little bit as we get much more into the 70s and kind of away from the 60s year. But one thing that stayed solid was the the sound. The sound is tight. The sound is I don't want to say wholesome, but the sound is like you can tell the big difference between the 60s and the 70s as far as the sound. Much fuller. Everybody likes to pick on the 70s for their technology, but it was pretty good. Obviously not like it is now, but people were going in a step in the right direction here. So here we go.
These are the good old days. Stay right here, 'cause these are the good old days. These are the good old days. These are the good old days. These are the good old days.
It was great song. I think I missed the I thought I was doing a different song from her, but in the beginning of the video. So disregard anything I said about her and the uh who this song was about. But she she was definitely a beautiful girl back then, beautiful woman. So I think that drew a lot of people into her. But she held her own. She had great voice. She was a great songwriter, and like I said, a lot of those folk bands kind of um, they really did good in the '70s because they just knew how to carry a tune. And they just basically turned the folk over to uh, more of a rock or a different beat, and that got everybody. So, all right, so we're gonna do. Hold on a second here. What we're gonna do? We're gonna do the next song. We're gonna do is the New Seekers. Second here. Oops. And people will notice this song right off the bat. This is all right. So we're gonna do. Let's go back to StreamYard here, and we'll pull up the. And we'll read a little bit about this here. All right, so this song here, this was released 1971 off the album New Colors. Uh, so this is the Wikipedia thing here. I'm just going to kind of do a quick rundown here. So it was on the beat. Was on the a single by the Hillside Singers from the album I'd Like to Teach the World to Sing. This is considered again folk, pop, sunshine pop. So this is more of a pop song than folk song, but it's kind of from the folk era here again. The original idea came from Bill Backer, an advertising executive working for McCann Erickson, the agency responsible for Coca-Cola. So this is going back to um, kind of the late '60s, where advertisement was everything. Let's see here. After a forced layover with many hot tempers, they noticed their fellow travelers the next morning were talking and joking while drinking Coca-Cola. Backer wrote the line, "I'd like to buy the world a Coke," on a napkin and shared it with Cook. The melody was derived from a previous song by Cook and Greenaway, originally called "True Love and Apple Pie." Um, uh, so here we go. This song here, basically a big advertisement, but it took on a whole new meaning in the '70s. This song here was definitely the top staple song. So let's do this here.
I'd like to build the world a home and furnish it with love. Grow apple trees and honey bees and snow white turtle doves. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I'd like to hold it in my arms and keep it company. I'd like to see the world for once all standing hand in hand and hear them echo through the hills for peace throughout the land. That's the song I hear, the loudest the world sings today or again. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. La, 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 la.
So you have the first song we did, Carly Simon, which is the diversity here. Here we go from a Carly Simon song to this song here, which is more, this song here is more like something you would have probably heard the late 60s, or with all of the harmonizing in the background. And it's just really incredible. It's a very timid song. It's more like a flower power song here, with the lyrics and stuff like that. But you can see the diversity. And that's what I'm trying to get to by doing this reaction videos for the 1970s, is there was a diversity in the music. It wasn't just one genre and then that's it. But even inside the folk genre, there's just so much diversity, and that's what I'm trying to point out here. But this song here took on a whole new meaning in advertisements here. Both of these songs.
I like to build the world a home and furnish it with love. Grow apple trees and honeybees and snow white turtle doves. That's the song I like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony, hand in hand, and I'd like to hold it in my arms and keep it company. That's the song I'd like to see the world and the world all standing hand in hand, and hear them echo through the hills of peace throughout the land. That's the song I need. Sing it along. That's the one thing our land. I like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. That's the song I need.
The corporate greed, right? Both of these songs, Anticipation by Carly Simon and this song here, probably made both companies billions and billions of dollars, literally. So anyways, all right, so that's going to do it for me this week. Let's go into, hold on a second. Let's see. I'm going to try to keep up appearances here. Let's try to do something here. 1972. Hold on 1 second here. Let me see if I got it right here. 1972. So let's go here. We'll see what we're going to catch up on next week. Here, we'll get out of this. Let me share this really quick here. All right, so 1972. This is we're going to be getting into I want to call the meat of the 70s, between 1972 and I'd say 1978, somewhere around there. We're really starting to get out of the 60s genre, and the sound starts to get a little bit better here in 72. They really did a lot of experimenting with quadraphonics, from the quadraphonics and stuff. So but we're going to start in January here. Obviously, we got Stay With Me by the Faces is probably going to be one of the songs that we're going to do. There's some Cher right there, and you can see Cher by herself there. Everything I Own by Bread, which is one of their better songs probably, but there's some pretty good songs here. And then we might do a song into February so we can start catching up a little bit here. We got a lot of good stuff here. We got Brian's song, A Cowboy's Work Is Never Done, and there's Sonny and Cher right there. This is a really good song here by America, A Horse With No Name, Mother and Child Reunion by Paul Simon. So really good stuff here coming up. So we'll definitely be getting into the meat and potatoes of the 70s here pretty soon. So let me play my outro, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for showing up. Feel free to like and share if you want, so I can get some of these out there. And thank you guys very much. I'll see you guys Saturday night, early Sunday morning for Owl on the Prowl for my true crime channel. And I'll see you guys later. Take care. See you next time.